Basically, a new CVE pops out, and if it's something, just a little bit juicy, you'll see that starting to be exploited in the wild within 24 hours. And that's what you're starting to see now. So you can see, according to VulnCheck, 28% of known exploited vulnerabilities had exploitation evidence disclosed in less than 1 day of a CVE being published. So threat actors are always watching for CVEs, and they're starting to not starting, but for some time now, when they saw something new come out, it was exploited. It gets exploited immediately. Log4j, Log4Shell is one of my big examples that I use often. That was disclosed, and you just saw that going across the internet like crazy. I mean, threat actors were just scanning for anything that could possibly have Log4j in it, and that happens within hours. Especially if you tack on, if there's a public proof of concept, that time window goes down. However, recently there was some research done by, I believe his name was Matt Keeley, did some research on using AI to develop a proof of concept for a newly disclosed CVE. This was in the SSH protocol for, I forget what it was, but it's a specific software suite for telecoms. And this SSH protocol had a CVE released, but there was no public proof of concept. And so what he did was he used ChatGPT to, so this particular issue, the SSS library was open source, which means that the code is out there. So what did he do? He said, okay, ChatGPT, look at the difference between these code bases. Show me the vulnerable code. Okay, and it did. It identified the vulnerable code. Then he said, hey, create something that I can use to exploit this, and it did. So the point is that this is only going to go down and down and down. The time from the time from disclosure to exploitation is only going to go down, 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 and down. This is just proof. This is more proof. Something that I think most people have known. At least I've felt it for quite some time. They also call out some of the highest categories: CMS devices, which content management systems, think WordPress. WordPress is popped all the time, and a lot of times what you actually see is a WordPress site gets popped, and then threat actors use that site to then create landing pages, phishing landing pages, or depending on how deep they got into that CMS, they even use that domain to send email.